5, 4, 3.
Just go. Don't count. Go.
Welcome to this week's episode of Macgasm. I'm Brandon Schnell.
I'm Joshua Schnell.
And this week we got some more products for you. We're still on the lovely rooftop of our studio, sweating like motherfuckers.
And if you haven't noticed, we haven't changed since last week.
No, we have not changed.
No.
It just got absolutely hot.
We only own one set of clothing each.
Satan wants his weather back.
Yeah, someone opened the doors to hell in Ottawa.
Fuck.
It's been ridiculously hot here.
Brutal. This last week has been insane. A nice pool and beer, and I'm good.
Shut up.
Anyway, so this week we got some products.
2 episodes ago, Brennan put in a solid-state drive from OWC in his MacBook Pro with their data doubler product, and they got in touch with us after seeing the review, and said,
they thought we were sexy.
Wait.
They said sexy pants. Sexy pants.
No, they said you don't have to throw out your CD-ROM or your DVD SuperDrive, whatever the fuck it's called. We actually make a product that lets you just pop it right in, and you get a USB external CD DVD ROM. So they sent us one to review, and we have it now. Brennan's been using it. So what do you think?
Basically, all you have to do is swap in your SuperDrive into this plastic external enclosure.
Why don't you take it out?
And it actually acts as your CD-ROM. Now, I have already done this already. This is an empty case right now, but we've already. I have a second one, and I don't use my CD-ROM / DVD SuperDrive very often. I can't remember the last time. I think the last time I tried to do it was I ripped music and put it on my hard drive. But besides that, it comes in handy sometimes when I need to burn software and implement it on other computers. But I do that through USB stick more times than ever. I think so far I've used this maybe once and I burnt a CD maybe with it, but it's still handy to have because you never know when you're going to get a DVD in the mail for some software or something, and you have to install it on your machine.
Yeah, especially with everyone is going Mac App Store, so a lot of people are worried about their backups. Are you going to back up your software? What happens if you can't afford the bandwidth because carriers are getting out of control and charging per gigabyte? Why are we getting rid of CD-ROMs? And they're disappearing out of hardware. Like the MacBook Air doesn't come with a CD-ROM. The new Mac Mini doesn't come with a CD-ROM. So they are good and handy to keep around. And if you are going a data doubler, I've relied on my MacBook Pro. I don't have a CD-ROM in mine either. But there has been a few occasions where, I wish I had kept it. So, the product like this really makes that possible again.
So basically, it was that easy.
Easy.
I popped the CD-ROM SuperDrive in it already, and it's not screwed in. They have the screws that you're supposed to screw it in, but it literally is that easy. And then all it does is come with a little USB cable that you plug in your computer, and your operating system automatically detects that it's the SuperDrive.
Yep.
So it's literally that easy, and for something to be that simple is what needs to happen. It can't be complicated, or people won't use it. So then all I do now is I have something like this left on my desk, and
now build quality, it's not rugged at all, right? It's a flimsy plastic, so I wouldn't be. I mean, it does the job, but I wouldn't recommend you carting that around with you.
But why not? Like if you have a
I guess you could buy a second one or third one.
Yeah, you just slip it in there. Yeah. It's thin. It's not thick and bulky. A lot of times there's external enclosures that are even worse than this.
Yeah, for sure.
And this is fine as long as you're screwing in your CD or your SuperDrive into the case.
Right.
I mean, you can't go wrong. Instead of wasting it, if you're going to swap out your SuperDrive and put in another external hard drive into your laptop, this is the answer. This is what you need to get, and it's not expensive at all.
No, it's nice and cheap, and it is light, so that's big. If you are putting it in a book bag, you're not going to notice. Oh my God, this thing's freaking heavy. It's not brushed aluminum.
Yeah, so I highly recommend to get one of these when if you buy the data doubler kit, or if you buy something to replace your SuperDrive in your laptop. Cool. And you can pick them up at macsales.com. It's by OWC. So I highly recommend you pick this up, as well as their data doubler kit that I said 2 weeks ago.
So moving on, we're going to talk about a new iPad case that showed up for review.
That absorbs your sweat.
Oh, man. Yeah. It's kind of gross. It doesn't absorb your sweat. It's not a super case, but there is some man sweat all over it.
Some man juices all over.
So we do a lot of iPad cases. I think maybe that's a bit of a commentary on the popularity of the iPad these days, and a lot of people are looking for, all kinds of different cases. Some that are, there goes a baggie. All kinds of cases. Some that are more rugged, some are more, nice to look at. This one is probably under the more rugged category, kind of like the laptop sleeve we did last week. This GumDrop case here. Sorry,
I would compare it to the OtterBox. It looks the same. It's got the hard plastic. It's got the rubber on the outside.
Yep.
In my eyes, it looks like they try to copy them a bit. With the lower end OtterBox iPad Defender case.
Mm-hmm.
But the Defender case obviously comes with another plastic piece that goes over the top.
So this doesn't have a lid on it. It comes in kind of 3 parts. So there's a plastic inner shell that snaps over the case, back and front.
Yep.
The front has a little screen protector on it. So it comes with a built-in screen protector. That's on there now, which is kind of why it's a little bit dark. Plus we're outside in the fucking sun. And then it comes with this rubber case over it. Now, the really cool thing about this case, which I believe is unlike the OtterBox case, is all these plugs.
No, it has it. OtterBox has that.
The rubber plugs that block all the ports? All right,
Yeah.
well, this does too. So the back here, the dock connector is blocked up. So if it gets wet, it's not going to get wet or dust or dirt. Same with the headphone
They copy
jack.
the OtterBox.
I wouldn't go that far. It looks nothing like the OtterBox case.
Dude, straight up. OtterBox for the win.
Yeah, but it's cheaper. How much was the OtterBox?
Sponsor this episode, OtterBox.
Yeah, could use some sponsors. How much was the OtterBox case?
Maybe $89.
Yeah, so this is cheaper. But the OtterBox case has the front.
The front plastic.
And it turns
it's
into a case.
stand.
Yeah.
So what was that? It's $59?
Yeah.
You said?
$30 difference?
You can buy the OtterBox without the plastic piece in the front and the stand for about the same price.
Oh, cool. Pros is it feels like it's protected. It's a little bit heavier, which is a con, but and the screen protector, the built-in screen protector that's built right into this thing that you can take out and actually clean and wash is actually a pretty big pro, I think, especially if you use it a lot outside and in weird situations. I think we almost got attacked by a bird there. Did you hear that?
Yeah, it was close. But so the thing about cases is, I hate having to put cases on the devices because it makes it look like crap. But at the end of the day, if you want to be a little more reckless with your gear,
No, that's true.
It's something great to have, especially if you have a decent case.
Yeah, and I'm kind of with you. I prefer my products naked.
Just like last week, folks. Wrap it before you. What did I say? Wrap it before you.
Something
Slap it?
disgusting.
Something wonderful.
Something
Lucas said.
disgusting. I am offended.
You never go naked. Always wear
But
your socks.
most of these cases are adding considerable bulk and weight.
But it's all about
to the
protection,
products.
right? If you're going to invest,
You want to protect it.
you got to be
wrap it up.
protected. If you're going to invest that much money into a piece of product, like
That's true.
why have it go to the shitter if you drop it?
Well, see, I think I'm of a different opinion though.
Dude,
It's-
there's nothing covering your camera.
No, I
though.
know, but
That sucks.
Shut up. My
Oh, look
opinion
at-
is
that's a downfall right there.
I'm gonna buy a new iPad every single year anyway. So if it breaks,
Yeah, money
within a
bags
year-
over here. There's nothing actually protecting the. If Luke can get in really close.
Yeah, the camera. The camera is just a cutout, so there's no plastic covering or whatever.
So your camera can get scratched easily. I know.
guess.
What do you mean you guess?
Well, I'm sure the lens is actually covered by plastic on the iPad.
Yeah, but then you got to replace that.
Who cares?
They
Who
should
takes
have protected the
pictures with their
camera.
iPad. I mean, seriously.
Why did
burn-
Apple put a camera on their iPad to begin with?
No
idiots?
point.
I argued with you on the podcast a long time ago with that.
Yeah. Stupid.
Yeah, you say.
Yeah. So this is from Dropbox, or not Dropbox.
From Dropbox.
GumDrop.
The sun's got to him.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy hot out here.
He's getting delirious.
Yeah. You're telling me. And then the other thing was OWC. I'm losing it. I need some water. I need to get out of here.
He's so parched.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap this up, guys.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's so hot.
So that's it for this week's episode of Macgasm. You can find us on Twitter, twitter.com/Macgasm. You can find me on Twitter, twitter.com/Joshua Schnell.
And I'm twitter.com/escene, but we're on YouTube, wherever. Just search for Macgasm on Google. Let's be real.
Yeah, and you can follow Luca on Twitter at twitter.com/Valkaline. I'm not going to spell that for you.
Yeah, Josh can't spell very well.
Cool. You can get us everywhere, really. YouTube, Flickr, search.
Google
you'll find us.
Macgasm. That's it.
Just Google
That's all
it.
I have to say.
So that's it for this week's episode. I'm Joshua Schnell.
And I'm Brandon Schnell.
Have yourselves a good week.
It's hot as hell.
He pooped.